Hello viewer. So if you're one of the few people that have still got a Surface 1769, which is what this is, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a Surface 1769. If you still got one of those that still works and you want to change the feet, watch this video. So that's going to be about 2 people, isn't it? But I got this one here and it still works. The battery works to about 3/4 of its original capacity, so it's actually doing quite well. It's got Windows 11 on it, so as a device it's still a serviceable, usable device. We'll ignore the stupid fabric covering, because I might try some fabric cleaner on that, see what it does, but we'll ignore that. We'll also ignore the fact that Microsoft obviously looked at Apple and thought, Apple are making their things so they can't be repaired, so people have to buy new ones, so let's see if we can do better than that, so people buy our products again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And they've surpassed themselves. They've actually beaten Apple. This device is impossible to repair. It's glued shut, it's riveted. Any attempt to, all the components to surface mount, it's an absolute nightmare. But, and the 5 people that have still got one of these working and want to change the feet will watch this, and hopefully they'll thank me. So if you want to change the feet, you can see this one has got some lovely new feet on it. Look, lovely new feet. If you want to change them, I bought the feet from AliExpress for about £2, so that was good. I congratulated myself on getting such a bargain, but then I realised when it came to actually fit them, what a nightmare it is. So as I mentioned, they've done everything they can to make it as unrepair friendly as possible, and that includes the feet. The rubber, the original rubber, which is what that is well, it's perished. You also might find that bits of it fall off, so the thing is wobbly on the, but the actual rubber is mounted on top of little aluminium discs, which are riveted into the case. And you can tell from the one I'm bringing here what's going to happen next. Also, that there is obviously a bit of a giveaway. So these little discs here, that one like the one in my hand now, they fit in there. And there are tiny holes in the bottom cover, which these little rivety bits fitted in. You can see there's a little cylinder on there. When you buy the replacement feet, as a picture on screen, it's got a little cylinder in the middle of it, and that fits into the holes. And the holes are actually in the chassis. And then they put in these little discs, and then they put the feet on. So what you've got to do is remove these little discs carefully so that you get at the hole to put the replacement feet in. And there is no easy way to do that. Well, there's only one way to do that. And that's to Dremel it. So this is actually a speed click. It's 38mm cutting disc. If you've got one that's smaller than 38mm, use that. But it works with 38mm because that's what I used. And what you do is you peel off the rubber to reveal the aluminium disc, and then you grind a slot in it that's big enough for your screwdriver to fit into. Put the screwdriver in and twist the screwdriver and wriggle it to crack the rivet, to crack it so that the thing is free spinning. Once you've done that, you have to get your Dremel again. Other circular saws exist. And you have to cut the thing not quite in half, because you don't want to cut it straight in half. I'll tell you why in a second. So cut it not quite in half, and then snap off the smallest section, and then grab the other bit and yank it out. The reason you don't cut it directly in half is there is that little tiny knobbly bit on there. If you cut it in half, there's a risk you might detach that from the disc, and then that might fall inside because there is a hole straight through. So by cutting it in half, you get a chance to remove a section, get access to the remaining section, which you can then flip and pull out. And when you pull it out, it should take the little rivety bit with it. And then when you do that, the hole that the new feet fit in should be visible. And you've got to do that on any holes that aren't visible. So this particular one, this hole here was visible, but these were all covered up because they still had the feet, the old feet and the little discs on there. Now there's 2 discs here, but you can see that's missing a half. Well, you can't see, but that's missing. The other one is missing because it pinged. So there's various bits of this pinging off across the workshop where I did that and it shot off. So you actually have to get the Dremel out and Dremel out those little bits. So yeah, if you use this video and it helped you, please leave a comment. I don't expect it's going to be watched by very many people, but I went looking for a video about how to change the feet on the Surface 2 1769 laptop and I couldn't find one. So I thought I'll just make one. So if you did find it useful, liking and subscribing is very helpful. As always, thanks for watching.